A very good morning to all of my students. Firstly, I like to congratulate each and everyone for being promoted to your respected classes. And amid this pandemic, coronavirus, COVID-19, that is, so the world is fighting with this disease. So everybody is at home, stay safe. So, but in spite of being at home, so we'll not leave the education behind. So we'll carry on forward. So thinking this viewpoint, our principal and all our school management, they have thought of carrying forward with the educational purposes. So we are here with our online classes. So hope you understand whatever point we are discussing here. So we will start with the subject economic application. So whatever point we will be discussing, hope you will note it down. So the first chapter is law of demand and determinants of demand. So what are the syllabus we will be discussing today? Please note it down. Meaning and types of demand and determinants of demand. So demand. What is demand? See here. It is the quantities of that commodity which consumers are willing and able to purchase at different prices during a given period of time. See the underlined word. It is the quantities of that commodity that a consumer is willing and able to purchase. Means the sentence is saying that the consumer has the potential to buy. The consumer is willing, yes, happy, and the consumer has the required amount of money also to buy the product. So which consumers are willing and able to purchase at different prices, means whatever prices is mentioned there, like MRP, the mentioned prices means MRP, maximum retail price. The retailer can't charge you more than that. That is the MRP. And once the MRP is written, if the retailer is asking you that price, means you have to pay. This is what the different prices means, different product, different prices during a given period of time. So whatever the time is, okay, whichever the time prevails, it is called as a demand. One more time. It is the quantities of that commodity which consumers, okay, are willing and able to purchase at different prices during a given period of time. It is known as demand. Now let me discuss about types of demand. Okay, normally there are 4 types of demand. This is there in the syllabus. These are the types of demand we will be studying. So individual demand and market demand. Now what is individual demand? We have studied about demand. Hope you have understood. And we will study about individual demand. See here, just a slight change will be here with the definition of demand. You will get this too. So it is the quantities of the commodity which the individual consumers, listen here, which the individual consumers are willing and able to purchase at different prices during a given period of time. Okay, you will use individual consumer. It's known as individual demand. Okay, and here market demand. It is the quantities of that commodity where the household, you'll use the word household, okay, where the household or the householders are willing and able to purchase at different prices during a given time period is known as market demand. Thus you will change slightly. In place of the consumer, you will add individual consumer for individual demand, and in place of market demand, you will add household. okay, are willing for market demand. Now next come to joint demand. What is joint demand? When two or more goods demanded jointly, they are known as joint demand. Like your milk and sugar for making tea, or tea and sugar. Okay, without milk and without sugar, tea can't be made, or without tea leaf or without sugar, tea can't be made. So they are demanded jointly. Okay, this is known as joint demand. Derived demand, the demand which arises because of the demand for some other commodity. Any demand which arises because of the demand for some other commodities is called as derived demand. Like for the construction of the houses or buildings, you need several items. Like you want the sand, you want steel, you want bricks, you want cement, you want different kinds of materials. Okay, why these all arises? Because you want to construct the building. For the construction of the building, when the demand for several goods arises, is known as derived demand. Means the demand arrived automatically. Just you say building, and what are the item required? It will be enlisted. Okay, it is known as derived demand. Next, composite demand. When the particular good has the multiple uses, the good having the multiple uses, when you are demanding that kind of good is known as composite demand. Like steel. Steel is used for several purposes. Steel is used for construction. Steel is used for making furnitures. Steel are used for making gates and all. Steel are used for different items, utensils and all. So this is composite demand. So these are the types of demand. Next, we will come to determinants of demand. What are the determinants of demand? Means by what you can make it the better possible way of how demand arises. See here, prices of the commodity. So prices of the commodity. When the prices of the commodity in the market is more, when the prices of the commodity in the market is more, the consumer, of course, they'll demand less because the price is high, and when the price will be low, they'll demand more. Means they have inverse relation. They have inverse relation between the price of the good and the demand for the commodity. Means the price is high, the demand for commodity is low. When the price is low, demand for the commodity is high. So they have the inverse relation. Okay, this is the price of the commodity. Income of the consumer. Income of the consumer is further divided in normal goods, inferior good, inexpensive necessities of life. So let me first come to income of the consumer. So income of the consumer, it has a direct relation. When the income of the consumer increases, the demand for the particular good also increases. See here, normal goods. Normal goods, normally which the people use. The goods, which are used normally by the people, like furniture, you can say, like all the necessities good, groceries item, means here it includes here mobiles, it includes here furniture, it includes here means the kind of comfortable life. comfort, means after necessities of life, whatever demand arises, so it includes in normal goods. Here you can explain it. Normal goods, the demand for the goods increases with the increase in the income in normal goods, and the demand for the goods fall with the decrease in the income in normal goods. Inferior goods, inferior goods means not the superior one. Inferior means the demand for the goods fall with the increase in the income in inferior goods. People won't purchase inferior goods when the income increases, because the inferiority, they will feel inferior, means they will feel less prestigious when they will purchase inferior good. When the income increases, they will cut the